We're going to go completely off the rails here at Milk Street and do something totally unexpected. And it involves chicken and creamed corn. Okay. So Jimmy Ooi runs Little Bow Boy in England. And I asked him, what do you make on Tuesday night? And he said, well, I make this dish with chicken and creamed corn. And I'm going like, that sounds awful. And he said, no, this is like my favorite go-to. And this guy, I like this guy, trust him. And it actually was really good. Look, if you want to be a good cook, you have to be open to crazy ideas. So the first thing we're going to do with this incredibly ridiculous, great recipe is we're going to, first do is to check the recipe. We're going to poach a skin-on, bone-in chicken breast. If you use boneless and skinless, you're just not going to get a lot of flavor. So some soy sauce goes in, a tablespoon, a little bit of salt and pepper. Bring that up, cook it at a very slow simmer. It'll take 20-25 minutes. Chicken breast cooks very quickly. Here's another thing I like about this recipe. It doesn't call for chicken stock. It's 6 cups of water, which I love. So the bone-in, skin-on chicken breast is creating the stock, the broth for the soup. So it's flavoring the water. So if you buy an already cooked rotisserie chicken, you'd have to use chicken stock. So chicken comes out, let that sit. Now we're going over to the dark side. So when Jimmy Ooi told me about this, I was going like, I don't know, it sounds kind of weird. But he was so insistent that this was his favorite Tuesday night throw together dinner. And I love this guy in the interview. I said, all right, so we'll go with it. We have 2 cans of creamed corn, something I have not eaten in 50 years since my early days. Off heat, take a little bit of this, and we'll take some cornstarch. Now, stir that together. I prefer to do this with my fingers. I don't find 2 forks to be that easy to work with. I was in Mexico City a year ago in one of these little eateries in one of the big markets. But I was watching one of the folks working there, and she had poached chicken, and she was taking the meat off. She got every 1/10 of an ounce of chicken off the bone. It was a good lesson, don't take your time, and there's just a lot of meat there, right? She would look at this and go, hey, pal, like you got more work to do. I mean, she would strip everything off of here, so she would embarrass me, I'm sure. Chicken goes in. We're going to turn the heat back on, and we're just going to heat this gently for a couple minutes. There's 2 things you should know about cornstarch. If you're thickening with cornstarch, you don't really want to get the temperature much over 180 or 185. That's about tops. Cornstarch is the starch from corn. It's just starch. And as a result, it's more powerful than flour per tablespoon, but it's a little more finicky. That you can break a cornstarch thickening. So you just want to be a little careful. Okay, let me just taste it first. There's never enough salt. Ever. The first thing you notice about the soup is it doesn't look like a winner. It's kind of a boring. It kind of looks like something would make it back in the 1950s, but it's really good. To jazz it up a little bit, scallions, and you can use a lot of different things. So a little soy, and then chili crisp. Can I say a word about chili crisp? I bought lots of chili crisp looking for one that I could actually eat, and so many of them I put in like a teaspoon, and my head explodes. It's just so hot. So I'm going to start with that's about all I can handle. This is Chris Kimball's portion of chili crisp. Now, you may have a sturdier palate than I do, but anyway, so that looks better. I'm sorry, this actually does taste good. I would never use canned cream corn. I mean, look, it's got a homemade chicken stock. Okay, that's cool. That's very Julia Child. I mean, we're all in with that, right? So get over it, right? Just like make it, If you don't like it, send me a nasty comment, which some of you will already. But hey, what? It's good. It's good. Eat it. Enjoy. Stop. Don't be a snob. Don't be a culinary snob. Even though everyone thinks I am the ultimate culinary snob. Hey, it's good.